Folks, I'd like to show you some things that I have learned. One of the patterns I recognize quite a bit is that when a stone looks like it has that type of shape at one end, I will look at this side and there's normally a human face, not always, but many times. There's normally a human face right in here, and it will show an area where it had been worked in some way back away from the front of the stone. And then on the front of the stone, the strike that they put right here could easily be the eye. Then there is a nose, and then there's a strike down here that creates a mouth. I see that often on many stones, that when I see this peak going back like that, I mean on a working tool, it's got to be an artifact to show this. And then there'll be a human face on this side and this worked area to put this face in it. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up again is that if it's a tool, if it's an artifact, if it has this and it's a smooth all over, not a fresh break, and if it has this human image, most likely it has many images in it. And they're all created from, first of all, it seems that the human face is the first one put in. But then the other images will be put in after this has been made. It could be a bird up here with a wing. It could be the hair of this person. It could be feathers. It could be many things. But once I find a stone that has been worked, I look really, really close because I expect to find other things. And when seeing an elephant, usually on the end of a stone, and a wider end of the stone, the other end of the stone will be more narrow. I'll see the ears, and I'll find the purposely made eyes. And then a lot of times there'll be this little ridge pecked into that, and it'll have a little of a stop down here, sometimes a little angle. And this will be the trunk of the elephant. Many times, not always, but this elephant image right up here will have an image that looks, of a bird. It looked like a bird. Maybe even with two heads, be one looking this way and one looking that way. And the elephant's ears will be expanded out on the stone so that you can see the feathers of this bird. And down here, along the side of this, will show a fan shape, almost like a tail. So I see this many times. An elephant image will also show me a bird. And keep those two in mind here when let me take a break, and I'll be right back. Another thing I feel like I have learned is that when I feel like I might see an image I look for the head of the image, the head of the animal, and I try to find the eyes. And this one's pretty easy to see. It's kind of obviously a snake. There may be a human image in there, but I do not see it right now. That's sort of. And I think there was a painting right here. Ah, there you are. Yeah, it shows where it's been worked back here. And then this image, it could be a bear. That one's a mystery. But it does show this snake right here on the end quite plainly. The eyes have been worked out. Maybe a human image. Maybe on the left profile. I think this one's pretty easy to see. Hold it just right. But anyway, this area back here was worked to give it that human image. I'll see it more on this side. This area was worked back to here, and then this image was put in it. And there's a little round-faced fella. This image is also a bird. And you may see something else in there. It looks like another bird. Not sure what that is, but there's the eye for it, and there's the mouth. It's kind of like a fish. That's a human image. You can see where it was worked back. that's a human image. I'm having a hard time focusing right now. And there's feathers flowing back from his hair. And on his head is a bird. There's the head and the eye of the bird. The bird viewed from this way, this is the tail, and that's one wing, and the other wing is down there, I guess. I think what I was trying to say with these is that these folks did a lot of incredible art. Some of it's really small, intense. And I think I've only scratched the surface on the images that I've seen. I'm trying to interpret what I'm seeing. Trying to remember that these folks were familiar with the night sky. Some images, some symbols could be images from the night sky. I really don't know. Folks, do you see the red horse that's upside down? Is that better? This is a collection that I've been adding to and really haven't taken time to sit down and look at them really, really close. Ah, the bull. That is one. Let me move this out of the way for a second. Move that light. This is one of what I think one of the most impressive that I have. It's a bull. You can see the two colors that was used, and that's what I look for. I look for color. There's a lot of wear, over 10,000 years on these, so the color would be in the, I'm not getting a good image on that. Let me bring it up here and change the light just a bit. Okay. There's some leftover color down in the eyes. So I know that at one time this wolf or whatever was painted. There is a light reddish color left on that horse, so I know that it was painted. Again, there's the bull. This is a well, it looks like a bird with an egg on its wing, sort of. This little the pressure flaking right here, you can see almost like a sawtooth. That was pressure flaking to soften that edge up when they were creating this image. it sort of changes too. It sort of looks like a bird holding an egg on his shoulder from that angle. From this angle, it looks like a panther that has the egg in its mouth. But it's the colors. There's black outline and a reddish color in it. This bird back here has a lot of red at the base of it. I'm not very proud of my lighting today. This one has obvious, almost a pinkish color that's right in here, and it's outlines in other color. I can see the color in there. Not for sure what the image is, but it looks like something that has a head right here, and this back here looks like the body with a tail that's flat. Maybe it's a beaver. I don't always know. Well, I very seldom know, actually. I know that's a bull back there. But, yeah, these are all mysteries, really. I don't really know what I'm looking at, but I do know that they have multicolors on them. This one, I feel that I'm seeing a horse standing right there. There's his head, his neck, legs and body and tail. I really do. I feel like I'm looking at a horse there. But see the different colors they've used in here? I can't focus in on any particular image, but I know it was painted. This one, two painted circles or something. And then color residue here, an ochre or an orangey color. Folks, these are all mysteries. I can show you the color that they did here, but I cannot figure out any of the others. I can't. I know it's there, but I do not see it. These are all that way. Seems like a lot of the images that they're making are outlined in black. Many times the head of things are black. But really, I can't tell you much about these. Other than that, someday there may be a way. I wish I could be more informative about these things, but they're in a little box that I collect painted images, and eventually I may learn about them. But as I said, the most impressive that I can definitely tell right now is that bull, which has star patterns or something. I don't know. And some others. The horse and that lion and the bird and these things. These are super interesting. Okay.